on guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Dean-Bryson, men's life coach and personal trainer, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about being an introvert and why I personally like being an introvert, how it helps me to improve my life and just to generally move forward towards my goals. If you're new to the channel, I've released a video every single Wednesday to help you guys to improve one area of your life. So if that sounds like something you want and need, click that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into it. So the word introvert is obviously thrown around a hell of a lot nowadays, and a lot of people use it as an excuse to be completely antisocial, to not go out of their room and just to spend their whole life on a screen, whether it's through online gaming or whether it's through like online social media or all the rest of it. You know, being an introvert isn't just necessarily about not going outside and being in social settings and social gatherings and all the rest of it. Being an introvert is more actually about how you deal with your own emotions, how you deal with your just your general life. Do you tend to need to talk to loads of people all the time, or do you like to process that stuff on your own? Do you like to reflect a lot? Would you say that you're quite deep and you're quite meaningful and all the rest of it? Now, I would say that I'm a combination, as we all are, of introversion and extroversion, and there are times where I can be extremely extroverted. I can go to bars, I can go to clubs, I can speak to lots of people, I can, if I'm having a really good time, if I'm in a really good mood, if I want to talk to a lot of people, then I can do that. Obviously I'm a personal trainer and I do YouTube, so I'm very used to coming on camera, expressing myself and communicating the way that I'm feeling. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that is my natural tendency or it is my desired thing to do. So a lot of my time in the day is spent on my own. I'll be listening to music, or I'll be learning about something, or doing some business work. But generally I much prefer to spend time alone than I do surrounded by other people. And the main reason for that is that when you are surrounded with other people, they're coming at you with their emotions, their expectations, their values, their goals, their desires, their problems. And in a social interaction, to be really a good person, to be liked by other people, you need to listen to other people, and that requires time, it requires energy, and it requires attention. And all of that stuff is stuff that you could be investing in other areas of your life in other ways. So we can't, for me as a more naturally introverted person as well, I find it very draining to be around people and to listen to people for long periods of time. And I think one of the main reasons for that is because when I am listening, you know, when I'm doing my life coaching, for example, my personal training, I really try to listen empathetically. I try to listen not to respond, but to actually to understand, and that again requires quite a lot of energy, a lot of self-awareness to understand how to react to certain things people are saying. And that's why I find social interactions to be quite draining on the whole. And I actually find that I keep my energy, I preserve my energy by spending more of my time alone. And the reason that I like that is because it means that I don't feel overwhelmed, I don't feel stressed out too much by other people. But with that being said, when I am in a situation where I'm just constantly being on my own all the time, whilst that may be like kind of comfortable for me, it stops me really from going outside of my comfort zone, from meeting new people, having new opportunities, and life can start to become a little bit mundane, a little bit boring, a little bit serious, and I can start to become depressed. So if you're in a similar position, if you spend a lot of your time alone, you need to realize that whilst that is okay to spend a lot of time alone, you do need a little bit of social interaction. You do need to speak to some people. You need to kind of find people that you can have a decent conversation with, that you don't feel completely drained by. Because if you don't do that, then you're not learning anything more about yourself and about other people in the world. And for me, I think relationships are very, very important, even if they're not deep and meaningful relationships, even if it's not lifelong friends or a romantic partner. Having those relationships, feeling like you are supported, feeling like you are important in someone else's life, even if it's just to a small extent, can make a big difference to your day, can make you feel more positive about things. But with that being said, and this is the thing for me, is I hate relying on other people. I don't like to rely on other people, because ultimately the only person that we are gonna 100% always have to rely on is ourselves. And other people have their needs, their values, their expectations, all the rest of it, and because of that, they might let you down, they might disappoint you, and you have to become good at managing your expectations as it comes to other people. But with that being said, it's important to maintain, for me personally, it's important to maintain a high standard from other people. If other people are continuously letting you down, or when I feel like other people are continuously letting me down, it affects me, it stops me from being able to move forward. I find it distracting, stops me from feeling focused on my goals and all the rest of it, and then that stops me from being able to move ahead at the rate that I want to move ahead at. So if you are on the opposite side of the spectrum and you're constantly surrounded by people that don't have very high standards, and are constantly causing you stress, causing you worry, causing you drama, or just generally bringing you down with their negativity and all of their problems and all the rest of it, then I would seriously consider limiting your time with those people, and taking back some of the time for yourself, so that you can work towards your goals and your dreams, and just generally getting to know yourself better and improving yourself. That is all from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.